Alrighty, welcome to another episode of Shy Not Shy in Texas. I am Jeff McGroarty, and my lovely counterpart is
Nikki McGroarty.
Who is to my right, because she is, on these podcasts, she is the shy one, even though her opinions are not shy. She just does not like being on camera, so that's part of how we set this thing up. So this podcast is going to be all about Christmas. And it's going to be about our traditions growing up, our likes, dislikes, how it is in the Northeast in New Jersey, the state of New Jersey where I grew up, as well as the state of Texas, here where we currently live, and where my wife grew up. And one of the biggest things that involving Christmas is, besides all the gifts and decorations and holiday cheer and eggnog and Christmas trees, is a little thing called the weather. Now, where I grew up, you always had winter weather, what we would consider winter weather. Like right now, up in New Jersey, there's snow on the ground. I don't know how much, but I know there's snow on the ground, which is fine. That's the way it should be. However, the state of Texas decided to be completely different this year.
No, not completely different. Most years are 60s or above.
Yeah. The current temperature in Texas is currently probably about 78 degrees. I was out earlier cleaning out the garage. With the garage door open.
Short sleeve shirt.
Short sleeve shirt, sweatpants, no shoes. I see a problem here. My wife, however, does not.
Did you not see a problem?
She is under the impression that, hey, this is appropriate weather because, hey, it's nice out and this is Texas. So
there have been more Christmases since we moved here, since you've lived here for the 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. There's been more Christmases that are closer to 80 degrees than there have been with snow or ice on the ground.
Yes, I understand that. However, again.
But every year, you still go, it's Christmas. It's supposed to be winter weather.
Yes, it's supposed to be winter weather. You shouldn't be able to wear shorts in December. You should not be able to do lawn work in December. Although we have seen the maintenance crews out cutting, apparently, the grass that is hibernating. But that's kind of funny. So anyway, back off to the weather topic now. Back to where our traditions are. Like me, I absolutely love my wife's holiday is, I believe, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is always my birthday.
It's always her birthday. Yeah, she's my little butterball.
Yeah. Well, I was born around Christmas or around Thanksgiving. So.
Right. So you're a turkey.
Yeah.
Me, however, I love Christmas. Santa Claus. Decorating is my thing. We're going to put pictures when we edit this podcast. We're going to put pictures of our house and stuff, and you'll see why that I was responsible for 90% of that. Just because next year I'm going to have where we can see our house from space. These videos you see on YouTube and Facebook and all of the houses with everything's lit up and the decorations are all over the place.
Yeah, the HOA may have a problem with that.
That's what I think about the HOA. Bah, humbug. That's what I think. Anyway, so growing up in the Northeast, my mom, we had a bigger house just because we had 5 kids and mom and dad plus a bunch of relatives. So we always, my mom always liked decorating to the hilt. She had we had these plug-in. I think they were plug-in candles that you sat in the windowsills in the big window in the front in the living room. Then, of course, we had the 9-foot Christmas tree that we put up every year right after Thanksgiving and left decorations up till right around New Year's, maybe a little after, just depends. But the outside, we always had lights on the outside of the house, and I've always had, except for the past couple of years, had blow-up lawn ornaments and stuff, you see. We had Santa coming out of an outhouse one time.
Yeah, we also had the race car.
The race car, yep, because we're a big NASCAR fan, so we had the race car. We've had other things over the years. This time around, we really have nothing on the outside of the house, other than
You bought some magnets that
I
spell
bought some
up.
some magnets on the garage door, but that's pretty much it. Just because we really couldn't afford anything this year, so we kind of went on the inside versus the outside. But growing up, we always had the stockings off the chimney. No, we don't have fireplaces.
No.
For the most part, people don't have fireplaces. Why? I don't know.
Well, most people don't use
Decorative.
a fireplace
Right.
because it never gets cold enough for one.
It really doesn't. We have about a week or two of winter, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's usually February. March.
End of January,
Right.
beginning of February.
Beginning of February, right. Sometimes even on my birthday, it snowed a couple of years here. My birthday in March. So we decided to, like I said, just decorate on the inside of the house. But
I get a new Santa every year.
she does. She has a collection. That is her thing. That's one thing we make sure we get at least a new Santa every year. And they're the stand-up Santas at Walmart to see. Now, again, once we edit this and put this online, we'll have pictures of our house and all our decorations pop up in little corners of the screen.
And I gave him a new idea this year.
Oh yeah, the cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll show that too. It's a really cool idea. It's really inexpensive. It's just a decorative ribbon you can buy at Walmart, and just the bows, like the red bows, you can also buy at Walmart. And basically what you do is you go on your cabinet door and you cut a strip on your cabinet door of the whatever
length of the
length of the
cabinet.
cabinet door, with the ribbon, and you just tape it up there. We taped it up with some 3M, little sticker 3M thingies, and we put the bows again with 3M stuff just right over the top, and it makes it look like each cabinet's like a Christmas present. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Little things. You don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on Christmas decorations. Even though I would if I could, but I can't. But growing up, we had, like I said, we had 5 kids in the house. So from little to, our adult lives, young adult lives anyway. We always celebrated Christmas on Christmas Eve. We opened up all our presents under the tree, and there's some years we had stacks and stacks of presents. I mean, like piled up. And we always got one big present. Something that Mom and Dad always ask us what we wanted, something big. And I got a drum set one year because I used to play the drums. So I got a drum set one year, and there's nothing like coming down Christmas morning and seeing your mother sit behind the drum set just banging away on the drums.
Yeah, that would have been a picture.
Yeah, my mom was, she was first of all not musically inclined at all. So, but that was just funny. I got a big stereo, the big rack stereos one year with the turntable on the top. What kind of stuff did you get over the years growing up?
Well, I don't remember ever having to ask. I mean, I'd say when I got older, it was clothes and money. And my granny would always get me the White Shoulders cologne.
That's the one you always wear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I thought.
hard to find. It's harder to find now, but she would get me that. But when I was little, I got everything that a kid could probably want. I mean, I didn't have to ask, but I mean, I got Barbies. I got the Barbie Dream House. I got the Corvette.
Yeah, I know you got the Barbies because when we first got together, you had the Barbie collection that we ended up putting up on some shelves in the apartment that I had.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Especially when your ex came knocking on the door.
Yeah, she looked around and I had a big old console like on the ground, big TV. I had a rocking chair, a little dinette set, a Dale Earnhardt tapestry or flag or something hanging
It
on
was
the
a
wall
tapestry.
behind the TV. And above the TV were probably about 8 to 10 Barbies.
Yeah, and I had a Barbie tapestry too.
Right. So, yeah, she kind of looked around all of that and kind of went, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. But
I wasn't there. I was at work.
you were at work. Yes, you were. But this is when we first moved in, shortly after we moved in together.
Yeah.
So this was a long time ago.
Yeah. 20-something years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, growing up in a family of 5, we always got big presents and a lot of stuff, but we always had to open up our Christmas presents Christmas Eve because of my family's liquor store business. Christmas Day would be the only day that the liquor store was actually closed. So, my mom decided one year to give me make a executive decision on that we would do that so that way my dad could sleep in the mornings.
That sounds reasonable.
Right. So, which was great because this is the good and the bad. Thank you. The good is we got to open up all our Christmas presents. The bad is we weren't allowed to play with a single thing. We had to look at them, go ooh ah, and put it right back under the tree because it all had to be there for when the rest of the family showed up Christmas Day. Our stockings, we could anything that was in our stockings we could have, which is not the main Christmas presents.
Yeah.
But that was cool. But we always had stockings hung by the chimney, so we opened up them first. We all went in and had, and of course we also, growing up, my mom took family pictures. I don't know if your family ever did this at Christmas.
Nope. We did not do family pictures. We didn't have to do the dress up real cute and get the pictures. I've seen the pictures of y'all.
Yeah. Well, my mom, in her infinite wisdom, so she could get these family Christmas pictures out to the family members, she used to do this, put us in these Christmas outfits on little, setup. One year was like we were all sitting in stockings. One year had us in a sled, which that was done in the middle of July in our garage. Mm-hmm. So what's funny is you could see some of the pictures, and you can literally see sweat coming off our foreheads because it was probably about 70 or 80 degrees inside that garage when we filmed this Christmas card scene. All me and my 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and we were littler, so we didn't know any better at the time. Looking back, now I realize that my mom was crazy.
Yeah.
But
having 5 kids all under the age of 5 at the same time.
No, that was just nuts. There's no crazy. That's just bona fide nuts.
Your parents had to have had lots of patience.
That or lots of alcohol, which we did on a liquor business, so that would explain that.
Yeah, my Christmas growing up after, I lived with, me and my dad lived with my granny for a few years.
Your granny, she was such a sweet person.
Yes. She's the one who spoiled me. Rotten. Yeah, no
Sorry.
comment from the peanut gallery.
No.
So, I had my first Christmases there. And if you see there's a picture of me where I'm riding my big wheel in the house. Because it was too cold to go outside to do it. So she let me ride the big wheel inside the house.
Wait, at Christmas it was cold in Texas?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Hold on, wait a minute here. Hold on. Wait, it was too cold, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then once my dad and Sandy got together, Christmas Eve was always at Sheila's. Everybody got together and we did Christmas Eve there.
Yep.
And we did the white elephant gifts. And
Yep.
Sheila would read the
nightmare
nightmare.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Night
There you go,
Before-
folks. Great Christmas book.
The Night-
Now available in stores everywhere.
Night before Christmas.
Oh my
And
God.
we would all have the presents, and every time the book said "and," you had to pass the present.
Yeah, it was. There's a few years where it was very interesting because
Yeah.
people were literally throwing presents. It was,
Yeah,
I was just praying to God nobody got an injury.
yeah. So, and then Christmas Day was always at my granny's.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yeah.
it was always a free for all. A lot of people, you let the kids unwrap, or you get, kind of an orderly fashion. Not at Granny's.
It was a shredding festival, folks.
Once they said, "Okay, open," hands were flying and paper was going everywhere, and nobody knew. After everybody opened the presents, then the parents had to figure out
Who got what?
Yeah, and who gave them what?
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Yeah.
So
When we're saying, imagine what, about 8 to 10 kids, maybe more
Well,
at one point.
when I was younger, it was just me and Brett and Brian
Who are cousins?
and when Vance came along,
Mm-hmm.
and then my cousins Brandy and Brandon. Once we started that, it wasn't as bad because there wasn't as many kids.
No.
But once we started having kids,
Oh yeah, it just expanded.
it expanded, and now you've got my kids opening and their kids opening and us opening, and everything's going everywhere.
Yeah. So it's back to a shredding festival.
Yeah.
Um.
So that's what our Christmases were.
Yeah. Ours, like I said, ours were a little growing up. Ours were a little bit calmer because we didn't have all the immediate family. We just had mom, dad, my brother Jamie, John,
Yeah.
Amy, and Ann. That was it.
Yeah.
Not even my grandmother. My grandmother didn't even come down till Christmas Day. She lived behind us, by the way. My dad's mother, very, very sweet. Miss her dearly. My dad would go up and walk her down. But we would, like I said, we would have our Christmas Eve, and that's the way we did it for years, as long as the store was open. So usually, when we can afford it, usually I make it a tradition again, if we can afford it, to open one present Christmas Eve, from each of us, and then the rest we do Christmas Day with the whole family.
Now, the Christmas we lived up in New Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
we both were going to open a gift.
Yep.
And we essentially got each other the
same thing.
gift. It was the same pattern. One was a blanket and one was a T-shirt, I think.
No, wasn't it the Snuggies? It was the Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, wasn't it?
No, yours was, there was a T-shirt and
Yeah.
a blanket.
And blanket, but they were the exact same pattern. It's like and we used to go, when we used to go to Walmart, you try to avoid people sometimes in Walmart, but it's even more of a challenge when you're Christmas shopping with your spouse.
Yeah. We would try to go our separate ways.
And we would try to go our separate ways, and it's like
and then you kind of run by each other going, "Don't look."
Yeah, it's like you're on a scavenger hunt / recon mission, where you send up drones and spy planes, and you see somebody in an aisle, you're turning the other way really quick so they don't see you. It's absolutely hysterical. And of course, we couldn't avoid each other all the time in the store.
No.
So we always walk by and go, what have I got? What have I got? And you're trying to cover stuff up with coats and your purse and, jackets and hats and everything else, or just picking something off the shelf and just throwing it in the cart just to cover everything up. Absolutely hysterical.
Yep.
I miss those days.
Yeah, me too. One day we'll get back to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got fur babies now, so we can't, theirs is pretty easy. Theirs is the pet food section.
Yeah. They need new bone, the new bones.
Oh, the femur bones, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yep.
Need new ones of those.
Yeah, we get them. We always got them. Our fur babies. We used to have Snickers and Katie, who has since passed on. Snickers was a boxer pit, and Katie was a boxer.
No, she was
a
a Shar-Pei pit.
Shar-Pei pit mix.
Yeah.
Snickers. One year we got her a femur bone, and they were the really big, long. If you hit somebody over the head with this thing, it's liable to kill them. We got her one of those things from the grocery store one time, and this thing was still frozen, solid. It was really solid. She picked this thing up in her mouth, dropped it on the floor, realized it was too cold, waited a second, then went bent down, picked it up again, and proceeded to carry it into the bedroom and gnaw the hell out of it.
Yeah.
She was strong.
Yes, she was.
But we have pictures of, them under the trees. We had one year where we were holding, this was when we were at my parents' house, last year at my parents' house.
Yeah.
We put a Christmas card together. And if you ever try to get pets to sit still for a Christmas card,
Yeah. No.
yeah, it's not going to happen.
So we had to do 3 different pictures. We got Snickers by herself.
Yep.
And then I was holding Sammy.
Yep.
And you
then
were holding Oreo.
Oreo. Yeah, and then we had to kind of Photoshop everything together to make it look like we were actually staying side by side. But yeah, it was interesting. What other things do you remember about growing up in Christmas?
I mean, I don't remember. I mean, all I remember is Sheila's
Mm-hmm.
and on Christmas Eve and Granny's on Christmas Day and food galore.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could feed an army with the food that they had. I think that's where she learned to cook.
Yeah, Granny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And her granny was this big around. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, even though living with Granny, we usually ate at Dairy Queen most nights.
Nothing says ho 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 like a steak finger basket from Dairy Queen.
Yeah, and I remember the Dairy Queen in New Jersey.
Thought World War III was going to break out. But anyway.
Yes, Cherry Hill Mall. He goes, "Hey, there's a Dairy Queen." I got so excited, you all. I can't tell you how excited I was about a Dairy Queen.
Wait for
in
it.
New Jersey.
Wait for it.
And I get up there, and I started looking at the menu, and I was like, where's the steak finger basket? Where's the Hunger Buster burger? And I said, y'all don't have steak finger baskets? And they said, no. All they had was ice cream stuff.
I swear she was.
I said, this is not a real Dairy Queen.
I swear, if she had one, she would. Oh, it
I
would.
was so disappointed.
Now, folks, there's some things sacred about the state of Texas. One is obviously the Yellow Rose. That's Then you have the staples like Buc-ee's, which is a gas station on steroids.
Yeah.
But one of the other things is Dairy Queen with the steak finger basket.
Yes.
And apparently, this one only had ice cream. So basically, it was a Dairy Queen, but it was only the ice cream side of it. They didn't have any actual food. And I thought World War III was going to break out. It was hysterical.
At that moment, I think I decided to go
She
to
did.
Texas.
She did. Yeah, it was. It was ugly.
Went to a Lone Star Steakhouse. They didn't have chicken fried steak.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't find a chicken fried steak anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mine are good, but occasionally I like to go out to eat one.
Again, this is New Jersey. You can get great pizza all over the state.
Oh, but growing up here, we had Spaghetti Warehouse.
Yes.
And we had those fried raviolis.
Mm-hmm. You used to love those things.
Oh, I love those things. While living in New Jersey, they had some on the menu of one of the Italian places, and I ordered it, and they sucked. they were hard and they didn't taste good.
Now, briefly, folks, growing up in the Northeast, especially New Jersey, there's a big Italian population up there. And if you've ever had true Italian food, the sauce is pretty much a liquid. So it's not the, throw it on the wall, it sticks sauce like I used to make. So the taste, the way the Italian cooking up there, even at different restaurants, is a lot different than anywhere else because they go with the true Italian side of things versus they don't put all the spices and stuff in it sometimes. But that's,
Yes,
was that lucky?
yes, that was lucky. He's giving us his opinion on the matter. But anyway.
Anyway, back to Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
We used to...
Of course, your dad did look like Santa.
Yes,
Sure.
yes, my dad, and yes, yeah, my dad. My dad was a bigger guy, and he had a full beard, and he looked like Santa Claus, and he also looked like Orson Welles, I was told.
My dad, people told him he looked like a young Marlon Brando when he was younger.
And George Bush, right?
Well, when he got older.
When he got older,
George
yeah.
W.
George W. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so this year, Christmas for us was pretty much decorating inside the house. Like I said, throughout this podcast, decorations will pop up on the screen here of our decorations in the house, and you'll see why.
And this year I'm going to try to start the tradition back of doing white elephant gift exchange parties every year.
Yeah, we just had one. Yeah, that was fun, by the way.
Yes, that was fun. We played games afterwards, and everybody was laughing, and it was really nice to have family there and enjoying Christmas.
Yeah, I can honestly say, Christmas, I miss the big family get-togethers. I know everybody's got lives and things to do, but, Christmas is the one time of year where if you have a federal job, you're pretty much off anyway.
Yeah.
So go spend time with your family. Spend time with your kids, spend time with your mom and dad.
Well, we don't have that. I mean, on my dad's side of the family, we still have the big get-together.
Right.
On Christmas Day.
Right.
Yeah. It's just at Martha's and...
Yeah. But again, people, get older and they don't always want to get out and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
But it's, Christmas, I'm trying to think of what else. What else did we do growing up?
Your mom always had the pine cones, so I have a little basket of pine cones as an homage to your mom.
Yes. On the outside of the house, she took out the flowers and put, because we had pine trees, so we got fresh pine cones that we used to go up and pick off the trees. So she'd have fresh pine cones on the front flower boxes of the house. We had a Santa Claus hanging off the roof one year.
Yeah.
We had the tree outside trees decorated and the lawn. Like I said, when we lived up there, I basically made that house look like a Better Homes and Gardens spread.
Yeah.
Because we had the 2-story house, so we had the railing, which we put the lighted garland up the railing, and then down decorated it really nice, and I just love Christmas. That's my holiday. My holiday's Christmas. Not for all the shopping as much, because now with the online,
Yeah.
the big thing is you used to go to the store and actually go physically pick stuff out and look at, fight the crowds and the crowded mall parking lots.
Yeah, I don't miss malls.
No, neither do I. And now we just Amazon. Temu was a big thing for us. We spent a lot on Temu the past couple of years. This year, I think it was Amazon we're going to be spending.
Yeah, we found that thanks to Rebecca Miller, who does is a meteorologist for Southwest Airlines. She put me on to a thing called Amazon Haul.
Discounted Amazon stuff.
Discounted Amazon stuff.
Yep.
And I got a shirt for like $6. That was really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That I wore to our little white elephant gift exchange party.
Yep.
And shorts. But That was because we weren't leaving the house.
No,
But you
we
got
weren't.
your Christmas weather. It felt like Christmas that day for that party.
Yeah, the one day we were having the party,
It was like a high of 40.
it was a high of 40 degrees.
So it was cold out. And I kept telling him, there's your Christmas weather. There it is.
So basically it went from 60, 60, 60, 40, 60, 60, 70, 80.
Yeah, it's probably going to be 80 to 84 degrees on Christmas Day here.
Again, even the Stars, the Dallas Stars broadcast tonight, the two guys that do the intermission stuff, one had that Dallas Stars Christmas sweater with the lights on and stuff, and the other one was wearing basically a Christmas Hawaiian shirt with Santa Claus and board shorts.
Uh-huh.
So I called her into the room really quick and like, here, look, this is us. Me on the left with the Christmas sweater with the lights and stuff like that. And here's your weather here in Texas with Santa Claus and board shorts and a palm tree and a surfboard. And
Uh-huh.
so that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we've had some good Christmases.
yes, we have.
Yeah.
I cannot say we haven't had any really bad Christmases, I don't think. No, after my parents passed, or my dad passed away, that Christmas was really tough.
Yeah, that was tough because the same year your dad passed away, my
Granny passed away. Yeah, a few months later, wasn't it?
Yeah, in May.
May, yeah. My dad passed away in March, so a couple months later, her Granny passed away. So that year was kind of tough, but we always try to decorate inside the house here. Like I said,
If nothing else, we get inside here. We have Christmas curtains. We have
the holiday village.
the holiday village. We have Christmas shower curtains.
Bedspreads.
Bedspreads.
We have that big, huge tapestry on the wall.
Yeah, because we have two cats, so we can't have a tree. So
No,
the tapestry I got off Temu has a big Christmas tree in it with fireplace and everything decorated. So that's our tree.
Speaking of fireplaces, I'm surprised you already didn't bring this one up.
What?
The fireplaces.
Mm-hmm.
What do I usually have on TV?
Oh, the Yule. He goes to sleep with the Yule log Christmas.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the cable stations, I'm sure
It's on Roku.
It's on Roku, so they have the Yuletide fireplaces where you put it on there. It's basically like you're looking at a fireplace, and some have Christmas music, some don't. Again, growing up in the
got the crackle.
it's got the crackle of the fireplace, and anybody that grew up in the Northeast in the wintertime, that is like a lullaby. You can go to sleep instantly just hearing the crackle in the fireplace.
Yeah, I never did a fireplace thing, so it doesn't affect me.
So one year in our old house, I must have been really tired because I was sitting in our media room, and it was around Christmas time. So I had the fireplace on our 65-inch flat screen, volume turned up, and my lovely spouse to my right here decided to
Take a picture,
video of this.
I was like,
So she shows to the fireplace
on the TV.
on the TV, folks, not an actual fireplace, on the TV. And then she pans to the left, and there I am sitting on the double recliner under a blanket, apparently sleeping away, unbeknownst to my little video vixen over here, paparazzi, taking video, which I found, and that is my cat's shadow above my shoulders.
Hi, Shadow.
The beauty of live podcasts. You can't Photoshop them out.
No.
But he's one of the reasons right here. This guy right here is one of the reasons why we don't have a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Because anybody that has cats Anybody that has cats knows full well how they love to climb in, around, under, over, on top of, and through Christmas trees.
And bat all the.
And then bat all the Christmas balls. However, this one right here, he likes chewing on the lights.
Yeah.
So at one point, half our Christmas tree didn't light up because of him.
Yeah. It was the same one we bought when we were up there in New Jersey.
Yes. So we had it for a few years. We had a few years of trees and stuff. And I mean, I would love to have another Christmas tree. We just don't have the room for it. But like I said, throughout this,
we could find a spot for it.
we could, but it's just keeping
we would have to
him
attach it to the wall.
right. And then he would still be able to climb in and around in it, and he would still bat the balls, and he would still chew on the wires. Mm-hmm. So I just don't go through the aggravation anymore. So next year I'm going to focus, since the inside of the house, again, we'll have pictures popping up on this podcast of our decorations and stuff. Next year I'm going to focus on the outside of the house. I'm going to get lights on the outside of the house.
He wants to get those permanent lights that you can change the color of them for every holiday.
Yeah, which are great because you put them up. You don't have to take them down. You just leave them up. They're great.
Yeah.
No climbing up and down on ladders. No changing bulbs.
Yeah, and with your knee.
With my knee scope and, eventually probably knee replacements. I don't need to be climbing on ladders anyway. That's why I did very minimal decorations out on the outside of the house. Because the inside, yeah, it's decorated to the hilt. In our living room, the bedrooms, even the bathrooms had Christmas decorations.
The only rooms that didn't get decorated are the office here,
and our media room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which to most people it's just the two smaller bedrooms, but since we don't have kids or anybody who's going to come sleep in these rooms, we've made one into the office and one into his media room.
Right.
That's where this 75-inch TV went into.
Yes.
That was his Christmas. He just got it real early this year.
Uh-huh. Well, you got a tablet this year.
Yes, I did, for my birthday.
Yep. I would not want to be born around Christmas. You either get great presents or you get chipped. There's no happy medium. Like my ex, she was born December 31st.
Yeah.
So, and her sister, they were 8 years apart. She was born January 1st. So, they used to Christmas presents right around Christmas, New Year's. And I was like, nah.
I don't know. I always looked forward to, because on Sandy's side of the family growing up with my birthday always being right around Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
I was always the center of attention because Corky, at the time, the woman he was married to at the time, their wedding anniversary was actually November 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So they always got me a birthday present. And I got birthday presents from other people, and then we had a cake, and so that's why Thanksgiving has always been my holiday.
Speaking of cakes, I haven't done a cake in I don't know how many years.
Yeah, looks like you're not going to be doing this one for Christmas this year either, though.
No, not this year. Maybe next year.
Yeah. Maybe do a mirror glaze one.
Yeah, I would get really good at it. I can do a really nice mirror glaze.
Yeah.
Because those are pretty cool.
Yeah. But this year I'm making what everybody loves. I started making them, 2 years ago? A year ago? The peach dumplings?
Yeah, it's been a year or two, I think.
Yeah. And now
everybody wants it now.
Everybody wants it.
That's a requirement.
I have to make enough so that they can take some leftovers home.
Yep.
So, yeah, I make a whole big thing of that.
Yeah.
And then I make the turkey.
Yep.
And this year I'm not making my dressing, but I know. But I'm making my mac and cheese.
That's true.
Yeah. So I got 3 things I'm taking.
Yeah.
And of course, Sandy's making my
Fruit salad.
fruit salad that I
Yep.
can't go without.
Yeah, well, it's not like that's not healthy, so.
Well,
Ish.
healthy-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
But, I mean, I know you like Christmas and
that's my holiday. I could care less about. I love July 4th. I hate the fact that idiots shoot off fireworks that don't know what they're doing and scare the hell out of all the animals and stuff like that.
yeah.
Memorial Days for the soldiers. Veterans Day, same thing, soldiers. Thanksgiving. mm, if I'm not wasn't on a diet, the food on Thanksgiving is pretty good. But my holidays, Halloween's, I really could care less about.
Yeah.
You like it because you get now we're in a neighborhood where you get a lot of trick or treaters.
Yeah, I mean, the house we had before, we got no trick-or-treaters.
No, now apparently we sit outside and leave the garage door open and sit out there, and
The kids come
the
up
kids
to you.
come up to the house and with
Yeah.
all the costumes. So it's nice seeing parents.
Yeah.
Parents, when I grew up, we just went out trick or treating. No parents. Now it's parents go out with their kids and they actually dress up. Now there's some older kids that don't, but whatever.
Well, Halloween, when I was younger, I was scared to death. But I have Porky and Ricky and somebody else that would always do like a horror type theme, and I was scared to death of them. Even though I knew who they were, I was scared.
Which is ironic because you love Halloween horror movies.
Well, not Halloween the movies, but
No,
I do like
But
horror.
you like horror movies.
My favorite It, though.
Which is a clown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I can't stand horror movies. Never watch them, never will. I'm being stared at.
We're both being stared at. I'm trying to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, it's funny. Hey, at least he's not causing any trouble. He's not shredding anything.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah. So we just really wanted to do this, quick little podcast for
Well,
Christmas.
we've done all these serious ones, and so we thought we would do
A lighthearted one,
a lighthearted
more
one.
festive, upbeat, haha.
Yeah.
And this is like I said, explaining our childhood growing up, and again, if you have any stories anybody ever wants to share on our podcast on their personal experiences and at Christmas time, their holiday Christmas experiences, by all means, traditions, yes, holidays all about tradition. By all means, share it on Facebook. We're going to put it on Spotify, our YouTube channel, under the McGrorties. That's Shy Not Shy in Texas, but I think it's under the McGrorties is the group or whatever that is.
Okay.
So, but anyway, well, y'all have a very Merry Christmas, a very Happy New Year, and we will talk to y'all later.